Welcome back to the Sci-Fi Wire live stage here at Emerald City Comic Con. How you guys doing? Good? You guys having a good show? Awesome. It's day one, and we're here with Yehudi Mercado.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Of Sci-Fu. So, let's talk Sci-Fu. What is Sci-Fu?
Sci-Fu is a hip-hop, kung fu, sci-fi adventure story. And it's all ages book.
One of those.
Yeah, one of those. That old trope.
Yeah.
It's all about this kid named Wax, and he's a DJ, and it's set in the 1980s in Brooklyn. And one night he scratches the perfect beat, and that summons a UFO that takes him to a robot planet.
Okay, yeah. So it's a good thing no one is actually scratching the perfect beat in the real world.
Yeah.
How did this idea come to you? What was the genesis of Sci-Fu?
Partially it came from, do you remember the documentary Scratch?
Yes, I do.
Doug Prey. It was all about turntablists and scratching. And in it, Mixmaster Mike, who's the Beastie Boys DJ, talked about like one night he was scratching and he saw UFO lights outside of his window. And then DJ Qbert was talking about how his scratching was sort of like, he thought of it as communicating with aliens. So I was like, all right, that's great, let's do it.
Oh, that's cool. And the Kung Fu element, I mean, I read somewhere else in an interview that you mentioned the Kung Fu and hip hop culture in the early days.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
Very hand in hand.
Yeah, back in the day, in the late 70s, early 80s, those were the cheap movies, and you could go to like 3 in a row, and that was in Brooklyn and Queens.
So what were some artists, I guess, hip-hop-wise and I guess Kung Fu movie-wise that inspired you, either as a fan or as you were kind of coming up with the concepts for Sci-Fu?
Definitely, yeah, Beastie Boys. I mean, that was the original, one of the original conceits was that this kid is like telling these people in Brooklyn about his like adventures in space and fighting robots, and then at the last page you find out he's telling it to the Beastie Boys, and that's what influences their music. So yeah, definitely Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest.
What were your favorite Kung Fu movies?
I love the Jackie Chan stuff. Like
Drunken Master?
Yeah. I mean, because I grew up watching Kung Fu movies on Saturdays, and then my grandfather really got me into silent film. So watching like Buster Keaton, like that's Jackie Chan. It's
in a nutshell, right? That's what he does.
Yeah.
Very cool. And how, I guess, did you bring those influences to life on the page?
So, you know, you think about old school hip hop and turntablists, it's all about like sampling. So that's kind of what I thought of it as. Like, so every page, every character is like sampling from hip hop, sci-fi, and kung fu. So I sort of thought of it in my mind as almost like a crossfader, going between the different genres. So every background has got a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, I saw the Paul's Boutique sign.
Yeah.
I got a little thrill out of that myself. So that's dotted throughout. How deep do you go? Are there things that people haven't caught yet?
There's Beastie Boys lyrics in the first chapter that's all in images.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah. So look for a party hat and Mardi Gras.
Awesome. So Wax is a younger character. You mentioned all ages for the comic. Why was that important for you to do this as an all ages book?
Well, you know, I've tried different iterations of Sci-Fu. Some were like a little more hardcore, and but then I did a book through Archaea called Pantalones, Texas, all ages book, and it really, that sensibility fit my artistic style. You know, I have that cartoonier style. I do animation and stuff, so it just fit. So I felt bad, like one of my first books, Buffalo Speedway, is R-rated. It's sort of like a Clerks about pizza delivery drivers. And I felt bad about like turning kids away at my table. It's like, this is R-rated.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think that it's good to have a balance with that in comics, or are you a fan more of stuff that can be embraced by everybody?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely, embracing a wider audience is great. But I still wanted to feel a little bit subversive. So, yeah, I feel like I want a kid to see this on the shelf and think like, oh, maybe my parent won't want me to read this. Like.
Which brings up actually the graffiti influence, which I noticed in a lot of the art, especially with the action sounds and everything. Yeah. Can you talk a bit about that? Was that something that you had an interest in before?
Oh yeah, I love graffiti. Like even growing up, I just thought that was so striking. I went to University of Texas. I did the fine arts degree, and like all my paintings were sort of like graffiti influenced. And I would get dinged on that back in the day, but like, I just kept going with it.
Right.
And even like, so 3 years ago, I moved to LA to get into animation. And I would go to these like portfolio reviews, and they would flip through it and they're like, yeah, you need to get rid of the urban stuff and the graffiti stuff.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's 3 years ago. I mean, sounds like the 1960s.
I was going to say, this stuff has been pretty widely accepted as fine art
that's
for
what
a
was
while.
so beautiful about seeing Black Panther, is like even in Wakanda, there's like beautiful graffiti in that sort of marketplace.
Yeah, or in the lab. That was my favorite set design.
Oh man, yeah, that lab was awesome. Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Wax's story. Where is it going? What can we
Yeah.
expect from the future of Sci-Fu?
So, you know, he's a kid that definitely has like these inherent skills. So he's a great turntablist, and you know, he's got that, you know, that drive to be the best. He wants to be the best DJ in the world. So I wanted to sort of explore a story where a kid is at his best at one thing, and then suddenly that skill almost turns into a negative because he gets abducted into space and has to fight, you know, robots. So it's sort of like, okay, I've got this skill, now
That
I
could
need
be seen as a negative. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's dangerous.
Sure.
Don't try it at home. Don't go to space. But yeah, I wanted for him to like sort of like find a new channel for that power and that skill.
Have you thought of reaching out to anybody in the hip hop community now to see if they want to cameo in Sci-Fu?
Yeah, I mean that would be great. Like, you know, if this ever were to become like an animated film or animated series, yeah, I mean, it's like, that would be the dream, to have like Chance the Rapper be one of the bad guys and like Questlove, you know, that would be amazing.
Do you have aspirations to bring this to film or TV?
Yeah, I mean, that's the dream. It's like, you know, I come from animation, so like, yeah.
Seems like good timing for it, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy because even like, you know, with Buffalo Speedway, you know, the main character is black, and I wrote the screenplay and it won like the Final Draft Big Break contest, and this was like 8 years ago. And even then, you know, some Hollywood people were interested, but they were always like, oh, change it from a black character to a white character.
Wow.
And it's like, yeah, it just felt like the 1950s, but now that's all changed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like people are hungry for people of color, diverse stories, and I'm a Mexican Jew, so like, I'm all about like, yeah, diverse stories.
Tossing it up, yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, well, as I mentioned to you backstage, I'm gonna provide a little test, because old school hip hop is a big part.
This is where I embarrass myself.
Sci-Fu.
Yeah.
And you put out a playlist, right?
I did, yeah. There's a Spotify playlist.
Comic as well.
Go to search for Sci-Fu on Spotify.
Which is full of great old school hip hop. Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Slick Rick is on there, I believe. Yeah. So as an old school head myself, I was really excited to see that. Is that something, as you're working, do you have a soundtrack on the whole time?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like the Sirius XM, like Backspin, yeah.
That's a
on
great,
a constant loop.
I love that channel.
Well, because there's, you know, hip hop lyrics throughout, so when I was writing it, I kind of left those blank for a while, because I just wanted to be in the zone and just like have a flow and writing my own like rap lyrics.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna play Finish the Old School Hip Hop Lyric.
All right.
Here we go, with Yehudi Mercado.
Yikes.
Number 1, a girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play.
I dissed her and dismissed her. Now she's docking Jay?
Jocking Jay,
Jocking
so
Jay.
close, but I'll give that to you. I think the judges will be down with that. Yeah,
points?
see?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
You're 1 for 1, that's not bad.
All right.
All right, number 2.
Perfect score so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just another story about the wrong path.
Ooh, I don't know this one.
Does anyone in the audience know this?
My lifeline, anybody?
Yeah, we should have you call a friend. You give up?
Yeah.
It is straight and narrow or your soul gets cashed. From Slick Rick's A Children's Story.
Well, you gotta do the voice.
I know, that's a good point. I didn't break out my Slick Rick
and then I'll
impression.
get it. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so, okay, here we go. Well, you're 1 for 2. That's still pretty good.
All right, 50%.
Number 3. I'm the pinnacle. That means I reign supreme. And I'm notorious.
Oh, man, now I'm thinking about it too much.
I'll tell you, it's LL Cool J.
Yeah, LL Cool J. Damn it.
But the finish line is, I'll crush you like a jelly bean.
Crush you like a jelly bean.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here we go. We got 2 more.
LL Cool J, come on down. No,
Yeah, exactly. And our special guest, LL Cool J. Yeah, I wish. Gosh. All right, I got 2 more. This one might be more up your alley. Mike D grabbed the money. MCA snatched the gold.
In a beer that's cold, and
I grabbed 2 girlies in a beer that's cold.
Yeah.
But that's good. No, that's good. You got the Beastie Boys.
Partial? I don't know.
All right, I got a last one.
Close enough. All right.
I got 1 more. This is kind of a deep cut, though.
Uh-oh. All right. Here we go.
Talking about I need a Philly right before I get loose. Poor excuse. Money, please.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I made these way too hard. I get loose off of orange juice. That would be Fife Dog. R.I.P.
Right.
Fife Dog.
Oh,
from Five Dog
embarrassing.
Quest. It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
a phony.
No, not at all. Not at all. These were deep cuts. I really wanted to go deep, but I appreciate you being a good sport and playing along. Yehudi Mercado from Sci-Fu. Thank you so much for joining us. Please check out the comic.
Artist Alley HH9 if you want to come check it out.
Come by, check it out from Oni Press, right?
Oni Press.
And please stick around for more from Sci-Fi Wire's live stage. Next up, we have Devilman being translated into English for the first time in Netflix's Devilman Crybaby. So stick around. # It's a fan thing. Check us out on the live stream. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.